So as a part of Merica Labz' whole resto mod of rebranding, but also cleaning up some of the formulas, adding some new stuff, whatever all the different stuff they're doing over there that making this brand so cool, Stars and Pipes is getting a new formula with the new look, and I'm really excited to talk about this formula today. Now, previously, it was like 6 grams of citrulline, 5 grams of betaine anhydrous, and 5 grams of glycerol. They switched around the source of the glycerol. They switched out the betaine for something else. And this product's going to be one of my favorite ways to get a pump in the next year. It's a very simple, clean formula. It's not a lot of extra fluff. It's straight to the point on getting you a pump. And it's using one of my favorite pump ingredients as well. So let's get into it and talking about what Stars and Pipe can do for you. So right off the top, we're talking about 6 grams of L-citrulline. Now, citrulline goes in a lot of different directions right now with doses. It's effective as low as 3 grams, but it can go up to 10 grams before it starts to hit a wall in terms of effectiveness. And what you're looking at here is citrulline to boost arginine within the body. It's going to boost nitric oxide at the end, which obviously drives pumps and blood flow, nutrient delivery, and all that stuff. We're taking this product to get more blood to our muscles. Now, citrulline is nothing new. I don't need to rant about what it does, why it does it, the doses that are going to do it. But I think we all know that 6 grams of pure L-citrulline is going to be a really sweet spot for most people. I believe that L-citrulline is a little bit body weight dependent. So if you are a bigger person, there are some people that believe that more is better. In this case, 6 grams is the kind of dosage that I love seeing in all products. Some brands do try to push that limit a little bit further, but for a dedicated pump product here that is trying to get you a lot of pump with less powder, this is an awesome dosage, especially when you combine it with the Nitrazine further down. Let's get to that when we get there, though. Before we get there, we got 5 grams of HydroPrime. Now, HydroPrime is NNB's newest stabilized glycerol. It's the newest stabilized glycerol to hit the market. It's awesome because it actually meets label claim, and also because of all the wonderful things that we love stabilized glycerols for. Now, glycerol is an ingredient that helps out with hydration. It is often used in pre-workout formulas because it drives that water pump that people really like during their workouts. Obviously, it's going to be most effective when you are sufficiently hydrated. This is an ingredient that commonly creates the misconception that you have to drink water with your pre-workout, the whole dry scooping nonsense. I don't think that the water right then is the most important, but I do think that being generally hydrated here is going to completely change the experience of how you use this product. If you use this product not drinking a lot of water, I used to be really, really bad with my water. The first time I drank an entire gallon of water before I went to the gym, not in that half hour, just the whole day, I drank a gallon of water before I got to the gym and took HydroPrime. I had a ridiculous water pump with it. So make sure you're hydrated when you're using this product. Glycerol has been is shown to be absorbed in the small intestines. It accumulates in bodily fluids everywhere except for the brain and the eyes. As a result, glycerol causes an increase in osmotic pressure and the total volume of water in the body. By decreasing the kidney's excretion rate, the water content in the body goes up. And so taking glycerol is a common way to boost hydration, but it's also been shown to significantly improve physical performance as well, which is why it's in so many pre-workouts. Now, a lot of randomized trials have shown that glycerol at different doses is really what we're looking at, but most of those doses are going to be normal glycerol, where you're looking at a multiple of body weight to get the gram dosage. That doesn't always apply to the stabilized glycerol here. We're waiting on data from Hector Lopez on these stabilized glycerols. Right now, a lot of this is anecdotal, mostly just hydration. I'm not ready to make all the physical performance claims. I think that we will be able to someday. Right now, it's mostly just that water pump that really feels good. It drives water into the muscle, and we all know that muscle is a majority of water, so it's going to really drive a great, nice feeling water pump there. But when we're talking about real pumps, we really need to talk about Nitrazine here. 1,500 milligrams of it, shown by the University of Arkansas to be equivalent to 8 grams of citrulline malate, aka 6 grams of citrulline. So we've already got 6 grams of L-citrulline here. We're pairing it with 1,500 milligrams of Nitrazine, which is just as effective. So for anyone who wanted more citrulline, this is kind of what I'm saying here, that we're using the best of both worlds here. We don't know what happens when these get put together. There's no clinical trial that puts citrulline and Nitrazine together. There is Kiowa studied their Kiowa Sport is citrulline and arginine, which had really favorable outcomes, but arginine bonded to silicate is completely different with Nitrazine. In my experience, this has been very, very strong. I like the combination of citrulline and arginine. I don't think you need to choose one or the other, and with Stars and Pipes, you definitely don't have to. So Nitrazine is inositol with arginine silicate. It is a really really nice pump ingredient. In my opinion, it's the most voluminous pump. I talk about how nitrates give you a hard pump. Citrulline and Nitrazine give me this thick, full pump. Believe me, I'm taking this on the way to the gym today. I'm very excited about it. It gives me a great pump, whether it's upper body, lower body pump. It's the kind of pump that I enjoy. We've talked about Nitrazine a lot. You guys probably know. It's my favorite pump ingredient. We've go really a deep dive. There's cognitive flexibility claims. There's a whole bunch of focus stuff that goes along with it. But for the most part, really what we're looking at here is just straight pump. And I think they found a very cost-effective pump formula that drives both citrulline, arginine, and the water. Now, last we have pine bark extract here, which is 95% proanthocyanins at 250 milligrams. Now, just like citrulline and Nitrazine here, pine bark extract is going to drive nitric oxide production, but it's going to do it through the eNOS pathway instead of arginine. Now, eNOS is known as the enzyme responsible for producing nitric oxide in the body, and that's why it's a powerful pathway to be using here. I'm a fan of how Doug and Merica here really brought in a few different pathways that work well synergistically together. Pine bark has been used as a lot of herbal medicine for cardiovascular issues. It's also been suggested that it can help with inflammation, although there's limited research on that. Altogether, we've got 4 ingredients here: citrulline, hydroprime, Nitrazine, and pine bark extract. 3 of them are powerful pump products. The other one is a water pump / hydration ingredient, the kind of product that is going to be very effective while also be cost efficient. If you want to add this to your pre-workout, it's not an expensive addition to add into your normal Boom or whatever pre-workout you're using to add a little bit of pump to it. So go find a pre-workout that has higher stims or maybe nitrates in it and add this to it so that you can get some ingredients in there that you might not already be getting. It's a pretty simple formula, but it drives the point home. Blood flow is not hard to achieve, and it shouldn't be super expensive. No, this doesn't have a lot of stimulants in here. It has none at all. So if you want to add it to a pre-workout, I would recommend you definitely find that on your own, or check out other Merica Labz products like Boom or Fury from Core. All in all, I do say we got this product for free. I hope that this was helpful, informative. It's going to give you a little bit of an idea of what you're looking for and if this product should work for you. I like it. I think it's a very simple addition. I keep it to the side on my counter where, every here and there I could throw it in with the product or just take it on its own if I don't want stimulants. They sent me it a little bit early, so I was able to test drive it a few different times, and I really enjoyed every single session. So, as always, guys, thank you so much for making this part of the video, and have a great day.